What's up, everyone? This is Charlie Eugene. On today's video, I want to speak about the Amazon Kindle I just bought. I had this thing about 2 weeks and I'm loving this device. This is the basic model, so this isn't the Oasis or the Paperwhite. And before I purchased this device, I was in a dilemma. I was like, man, why don't I just get myself a tablet and use the Kindle app? Because that's what I did in the past. But I realized that when I did have a tablet, I was being interrupted by all the other things going on in the tablet, such as Facebook, Instagram, emails, web browsers, email notifications, music, movies, Netflix, all that stuff. And also the battery life in a tablet with all those processes going on, all those apps running at the same time, guess what that does to your battery? It depletes the battery. So this thing is just books. There's nothing else going on with the Kindle. So the battery lasts for weeks. I've got a week out of it, and I'm pretty sure I can get even more. Also, this is so much easier. Let me unlock this thing. This thing is so much easier on your eyes than a tablet. Tablets are not really good for looking at reading hours at a time. This is. So that was another reason why I said, let me try to get myself a Kindle. And I went out and bought it. And I said, let me start with the cheapest model they have, the basic model. And this is that right here. So let me go over a few of the specs with this device. So yes, this is the not entry level, but the cheapest basic model Kindle that you can buy right now. This is a 6-inch screen. It's not a flush front, so you do have a frame around the screen. So it's not flush front, but I really didn't care about that because I need to just read. Also, the resolution, you get 167 pixels per inch, PPI. So the resolution is not the greatest, but like I said, it's just for reading books, so I really didn't need it to be HD. It has 4 LED lights. So you can read this at nighttime, and it looks pretty good at night. So if you want all the lights off, you want to read, you can do that with this model as well. It has the Bluetooth. So if you're into audio books and using Audible, you can connect your Bluetooth speaker or your Bluetooth headphones to this device. Also, it's pretty light. This thing weighs under a pound without the case. With the case, it probably weighs a pound. I'm not sure, haven't weighed it, but it's really, really light, very portable. You can put this in your front pocket, your back pocket, and go. It is very, very portable. Also, it has one micro USB port and one power button. This button, if you tap it, it'll put it in sleep mode. If you tap it again, it'll wake it up. But I have my case for that. But if you hold it down, if you actually hold this power button down, it will bring up the options for shut down, sleep, and restart. So it does have that. If you hold it down for at least 5 or 6 seconds, it'll bring up those options. But that's pretty much it. I would highly recommend you get yourself a case for this. Okay, my case isn't the Amazon case. It's actually another company. It's actually cheaper than the Amazon one, but it works just as well. So when you close it, it does the whole wake up and sleep thing. So that's cool. There's plenty of cases out there, but I highly recommend you get yourself a case for this device. This is not waterproof, so be mindful of that when you're out and about. If you're near a pool, at the beach, it's raining outside, you do not want to get this thing too wet. You will damage this device. But other than that, that's pretty much it for this model. I still like it. Like I said, it's good enough for me. It's only, like I said, this model is only 8 gigabytes. It's not 32 gigs, but let me explain to you why 8 gigs should be more than enough for the average person. Most ebooks are just kilobytes. I have yet to see a 1 megabyte ebook. All right, I haven't seen it yet since I've used this. I'm pretty sure they're out there, but most of my books have been between 300 KB and 700 KB. So you can imagine these are kilobytes. These aren't gigabytes. I have 8 gigabytes. So even if I were to fill this thing up, I could delete books and free up space and put other books on. But 8 gigabytes is a large library of books, and that's what makes Kindle super cool. You can have a whole bunch of books on one device. But anyway, let me Let me talk about the cons that I did come across in 2 weeks, since the 2 weeks I've had this device. This thing, sometimes the screen isn't responsive. Let me come closer to you guys and you can see, but I guarantee it's gonna work because you guys are watching. That's just how things work. All right, so let me get this thing. All right, so there you go, we're in focus. So watch. Oh, it works. Of course it's gonna work. You guys are looking. All right, well, it works, but sometimes I've had it where I tap it a few times, it didn't work. But maybe it was updates, because this thing did update twice since I've had it, so maybe that fixed it. I don't know. But it did sometimes, it didn't respond. Let me sit back down. But that's one con that I did come across with this device. And the fact that it's still using micro USB, come on, man. We need to get all these devices up to USB-C. I'm tired of carrying around a USB-C cable, micro USB cable. USB cable is just too many stuff. I just want to carry around one brick and a USB cable, USB-C cable, and be good to go. All right, but that's pretty much my only con with this. It's still a great device, especially for your first Kindle. Now I understand why people love Kindles. These things are great. Reading is definitely fundamental. Let me grab the box, by the way. I want to show you guys the box. I didn't want to do an unboxing because this box is really nothing going on with the box, but let me show you guys the box. All right, so here's the box. Let me look at my monitor to make sure it's clear so you guys can see. I'm using the nifty 50 lens, and this lens is really good, but sometimes it doesn't want to focus. There we go. So this box here, very light, nothing in it. The only thing that came in it was the Kindle and the micro USB cable, excuse me. It's super thin. You know why? Because they're not giving us power bricks anymore. That's why. So when they handed me this at the store, I was like, what is this? But everything was in there. But that's the only thing. It's not even worth doing an unboxing. That's how the box looks. So if you're interested in how the box looks, there it is. Moving on. Let me talk briefly. I don't want to talk too long. Let me talk briefly about the other models that I don't have with me, and the difference between this one and the other ones. So the most popular one that they have right now out there is the Paperwhite model. That's the one everybody, you see a lot of reviews online about that one. That one is the same screen size as this, 6 inches, but it has a better resolution. So instead of the 167 ppi, it has 300 pixels per inch. So that'll look a lot better. Also, you can get that in 8 gigabytes and 32 gigs. So that has a more storage option for that model, and it's waterproof. So if you do want to take it to the beach, pool, out in the rain, hot tub, sauna, all that good stuff, you can take that model out there and not be worried about damaging it if it gets wet. All right, but that's pretty much it. It has the Bluetooth. Oh yeah, excuse me, it does have a flush front on that one. The front of that one is flat. There is no frame. It's a nice flush front, so it looks more modern than this version. Okay, but that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it with the Paperwhite model. Now let's talk about the big dog, the Oasis. The Oasis is like 300, almost 300 bucks. I've seen it out there. It's almost like $300 for a Kindle, yes. That one has a 7-inch screen, so that's an inch bigger than this model and the Paperwhite. That one has same screen resolution as the Paperwhite, 300 ppi. That one has 25 LEDs. 25 LEDs, so that one can get really bright. And I forgot, I'm sorry, let me go back to the Paperwhite one. I'm sorry I'm bouncing around. The Paperwhite one has 5 LEDs versus the 4 LEDs that's in this model. So the Paperwhite one gets a little bit brighter than this one. So let's get back to the Oasis. So the Oasis has 25 LEDs, so that thing can get super bright, and it has those different light settings in it. I'm not sure, I've never used it, but I'm pretty sure it reminds me of the True Tone that Apple has, where it kind of adjusts to your environment. But that one, I'm pretty sure it doesn't do it automatically. You have to go in those settings and adjust it. I don't know. Somebody out there with the Oasis, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And the biggest difference with the Oasis from the other two is the fact that it has dedicated page turn buttons. So that problem I was showing you guys about the screen not being responsive, that model, excuse me, that model has 2 buttons for you to page back, page forward. So that could be a big difference for people. Maybe that will be a difference for me. Maybe that might motivate me to get the Oasis one day. Not no time soon, but maybe one day. But that's pretty much it, you know, pretty much it. And let me say this. I want to share a couple things with you before I end this video. I'm a little older, so I'm pretty sure this program's still around, but I remember back in the 80s when I was in elementary school, we had a program called Bookit. I think it's still around, not sure. Please correct me out there. Somebody knows, let me know. The Bookit program was a program where if you read a certain amount of books, they would give you this coupon, this Bookit coupon reward, and you would be able to it would give you access to a free pizza. The pizza, it wasn't a big pizza. It was one of those small Pizza Hut pizzas you get at Taco Bell / Pizza Hut. And when we first started that program, we were motivated to read because, you know, free pizza. We like, you know, you're a kid, you want free pizza. But one of us, we got so tired of having to read those books, and we got access to the booklet. It was like a booklet full of those coupons. And I can't remember if I did it or one of my friends did it, but we took that booklet and we filled it out. We lied, filled it out with the books we read and whatever else we needed to do. And we went to Pizza Hut and got our pizzas. And us being kids, we're idiots. We would use that thing every day. After school, we'd walk to Pizza Hut and grab a pizza. And after a while, the employees at Pizza Hut was like, hold on, you guys can't be reading all these books. And I just wanted to share that story. Anybody remembers that program? I remember it so well. It was hilarious, man. We took that book, man. I can't believe we did that, but we did it. We were being kids. But anyway, let me share this last thing. I got one more thing before I go. Reading is super important, whether it's on a Kindle, whether it's your tablet, whether it's your phone, whether it's physical books like I have the few physical books on my shelf back here. Reading helps with your vocabulary. It also helps with sleep. It reduces stress. You know, it helps with communication skills. And I would say the most important thing, and there's so many more things, but the most important thing for me is building that knowledge. You want to build knowledge. You always want to keep learning. You always want to be the best version of yourself. And reading books can help you become the best version of yourself. All right, I'm going to end it with that. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please comment below. Please subscribe. I would love to hear whether or not you like Kindles, you like tablets, or you prefer physical books. But once again, Charlie Eugene, I will see you guys on my next video. Peace. Turn my Buddha head around. That way we focus back on Buddha. Let's see what happens. All right, still locked in on me.